docked heavily / fail quickly if you do not have good biomechanics when it comes to the low back. Other than me being a jerk, why is that? You will hurt yourself real quick. No, that's for your joints. This you'll hurt yourself in 7 seconds. So this is important to do proper body mechanics because we are going to be doing a lot of leaning. And now if you lean and try to lift, do we like to lift stuff out here? No, that's not good. So everything is going to be close to you. You're going to notice in the clinic too that people can be scared when they're looking down off the edge of a table. So you may need to make sure that you're close to the person at all times so that they feel safe. You always are going to be using your body, never your arms. You will need to make sure that the table height, and if you are shorter, use the movable tables, are at a point where your legs, the patient's legs, are at the crook of your hip so that you can just swing your body, not lift the legs. If you are using any type of effort, you are doing it wrong. Position of the patient. When you're doing a flexion PIVM, which is what we're going to do first, they are going to be close to you. They're going to be 6 inches from the table. Good, not yet, but we'll move in a second. Just have them move to your fist. When you're doing extension, they're going to be even closer to the table edge, 0 to 3 inches, because you are going to be moving them away from you. So that's all important. Come a little closer. Good. Head's rested on a pillow. And all we're doing for PIVMs is having our fingers in between the spinous processes so that when we bend the legs, we should see one spinous process open up, then the next spinous process open up, and then the next one. And then if we want to keep going, great. What should we do? Move your hands. Good, tucked in, nice. Good. Oh man, someone's sweaty. Okay. So I'm positioning my fingers in between each spinous process. I like to do roughly 3 at a time, and that's only because I don't want to, mess up what I'm feeling. You can do as much as you want as long as you do it right. Okay. So you're good. I got you, champ. I got you. Oh, what's funny is you're holding up your legs and you don't need to. You're good. All right. So this is not me holding his legs. All it is me having it squished against my thigh in the crook, and now I'm just shaking my butt. So I am not using my biceps at all. This is just me pulling him into my hip, shaking the butt. Good? All right. Well, the cameras are up there, so I didn't know. Good, relax.
I got one over here.
I gotta make sure I don't do jokes anymore in class. Just like, don't worry, I got you. Okay. Relax, KB. Thank you. Actually making it harder for me. Okay. So if we want to do just neutral, all we're doing is keeping his legs like this, just like we did before, and we're just flexing his hips up until we feel the movement, and then we just keep coming, and that'll be flexion PIVM. So you're in the crook, you flex, this is where his sacrum now ends, and then if we flex more, now we're getting into S1, L5, shimmy my feet, and that would be L4, L5, L3, L4, and then that's it. That would be a flexion PIVM. That's all you need to do right now is just get used, this is all about body mechanics today, is getting used to the legs resting into the crook of your hip, getting used to just cradling those legs while palpating between the spinous processes, and getting used to when you move, shimmying your butt, and just feeling the spacing hopefully open up, and then hopefully open up more. as you work your way up. Questions on flexion PIVMs?
Yeah, it's just the same as the first part of the traction, right, that you showed us?
Yep. The only difference is with flexion, you can choose to do like the one we did for the traction was just neutral. So this you're gonna bring more out towards you to get it up rather than just straight up. So that's neutral. This is more flexion, trying to round it. But otherwise, conceptually, yes, it's the same.
As you flex the hips, the segments opening bottom up, not top down, like in the thoracic muscle.
Correct. So now we're taking L5, S1, or the sacrum, away from L5. We're taking L5 away from L4. Numbers, love it. Good. So once again, feel space, hopefully space, hopefully space. Crook of the hip. Shimmy your butt, turn your butt. Hopefully that space increases. Hopefully the next one above it increases. And that's gonna be your flexion pivot. I don't remember if we're going over it or not, but let's say I wanted to do a side bending pivot. You're gonna be in the same position. You're just gonna feel for what? Yeah, opening and closing, and that's it. Let's do extension first, and then if we have time later, I'll do side bending. So extension, scoot all the way close. Good. They're not gonna fall off because they're gonna be going backwards. You're going to hug your shoulders. And it's hard to maneuver the body, so it's just good to get used to pre-positioning the person so that you can lock things up faster. So here, if we get down into the segments, I'm just gonna go above the segments right now, nowhere near the area I want. Thank you for relaxing. Good. And I'm just gonna extend down to above here, just so that I can pick up slack faster. That's all. Okay, so we're here. Now, if I bend his knees, what's there to help me? Like, what's gonna pull him into extension if I lock up the knees? Yeah, the hip flexors. So this is a nice way of locking him up quickly so that I don't have to worry about moving him too far. And then after that, we're still in the crook, except now he's locked up from up there. He's nice and tight from his muscles there. So now I don't have as much motion to do. And now instead of swinging my butt that way, I'm just gonna swing my butt that way while I feel the spaces. Close, close, and close. And then open back up, and then the bottom one, open back up. Make sense? Close, 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 open back up, open back up, open back up. If one of them stays open, that's where we do a extension PIVM. And then when we do PIVMs, all we're gonna be doing, flexion, pull it away, extension, push it towards. Let's try those two.